Amina lived in a small African village, her life defined by relentless hard work and an unbreakable love for her twin sons, Malik and Juma. The village, with its dusty paths winding between scattered mud huts, was where Amina's profound story of sacrifice and love began. Each morning, before the first light of dawn kissed the horizon and the village roosters crowed their morning song, Amina was already awake. She would wrap her faded headscarf around her head, her fingers worn from years of labor, and set out with her worn basket in hand. She fetched water from a distant well, her slender frame burdened by the weight of the pots that strained her thin arms. Her bare feet, calloused and cracked, pressed into the dewy grass and the hot, dusty paths as she made her way back to their humble hut. The sun would rise as she worked in the fields, the scorching heat pressing down on her as she bent over rows of crops. Sewing clothes late into the night by the dim flicker of an oil lamp became a ritual. Her tired hands never ceased their movement, for her dreams for her sons were far more significant than her need for rest. Despite their poverty, Amina was a wealthy woman in love. She often sat on a small woven mat outside their hut, cradling Malik and Juma in her arms as they drifted off to sleep. Her soft, melodious voice filled the night air with lullabies, her songs infused with hope and dreams of a brighter future. She whispered stories of greatness into their ears, urging them to believe that education would be their escape from the shackles of poverty. Her sacrifices were countless, skipping meals to ensure they had enough to eat, working extra hours to buy their school supplies, and enduring the harsh judgments of villagers who scoffed at her dreams. As the boys grew, they became acutely aware of their mother's struggles. Juma, with his gentle and compassionate heart, often followed Amina to the fields. Even as a young child, he would carry small bundles of firewood or pots of water, finding joy in lightening his mother's burden. Malik, on the other hand, was filled with ambition. He often gazed at the horizon, dreaming of a world beyond their village. He yearned for a life of luxury, of fine clothes, and sleek cars, and he voiced his desire to escape the chains of poverty at every opportunity. Years of relentless hard work bore fruit when both boys excelled in school. The day they received scholarships to a prestigious university in the city was the proudest moment of Amina's life. She hugged them tightly, her tears soaking their shoulders, whispering, "Remember where you come from," as she packed their bags with trembling hands. She slipped small handwritten notes filled with prayers and words of encouragement into the folds of their clothes, her heart both heavy and hopeful. Life in the city was a whirlwind for the twins. Malik thrived, embracing the fast-paced lifestyle, making influential friends, and chasing ambitious dreams. Juma, however, found the city overwhelming and often sought comfort in long, heartfelt phone calls to Amina, sharing every detail of his life with her. As time passed, Malik's ambitions grew, and with success came a widening distance. His calls became infrequent, his visits non-existent, and when asked about his family, he hesitated, ashamed of his humble origins. Amina's heart ached with each passing day, but her love for Malik never wavered. She continued her simple life in the village, holding on to memories of her sons and finding solace in Juma's unwavering devotion. Juma visited frequently, sent money, and built her a new home, simple yet comfortable. They spent many evenings together under the starry sky, sharing stories and dreams. One day, Amina decided to visit Malik, her heart pounding with anticipation. But Malik, embarrassed by her presence, asked her to leave. Her tears fell silently as she returned to the village. As the years passed, her health declined. On her deathbed, she held Juma's hand, whispering, "Watch over your brother. Forgive him." Malik arrived too late. Standing by her grave, guilt consumed him. Juma, with a heart full of forgiveness, embraced his brother. Together, they established the Amina Foundation, providing education to impoverished children, honoring their mother's dream. Amina's story lived on, inspiring generations with its message of sacrifice, love, and redemption.